Hello.
Hello.
I'm actually recording this time.
Yeah.
Yep, I didn't forget.
You must be out and about somewhere.
It's a background. Do you not have them?
Oh. Oh, probably. I just don't know how to get to them, I guess.
They're
I
kind of
knew the
fun.
beach scene was, but you look like you're sitting in a coffee shop.
I know. I'm not. I'm sitting at home, but I'm blurring out my background so no one can see my crappy walls and stuff.
The one day I was going to tell you that you had blurred out everything, but all I could see was Cole's picture and it looked like it was sitting on your head. It was so funny. But then when I was going to tell you, hey, you might want to extend that background or whatever. Then it went away. So
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
that's another reason why I tried to. I mean, I was up there and then I moved again, but I'm
Uh-huh.
using the backgrounds too, so
Right.
it's kind of funny.
Yeah. Hello, everyone.
Hello, hello. All right, I just was counting everybody up there. Okay. All right, so I'm going to start with the warm up today. I'm going to finish the notes because I feel like we have just like the end to go. And then I'm going to give you some work to do. Yay! So that's kind of the plan of action. Okay. Well, I'll put the recording in so you can just, when you don't have two kids to watch, you can play back anything that you need, okay? All right, hey, here we go. We're going to do the warm up first, so make sure you got that up, and then when you're done with that, pull up your guided notes that we've been working on, and we'll finish up with those today. I'm not going to have the notes due until our test. Our test will be Wednesday. So, oh wait, no. See, here I go again, Mrs. Gray. I can't keep virtual and in person. Okay, sorry. Your test will be Friday. There we go. Ah, your test will be Friday. So, and that's when your notes will be due. Okay, now I'm going to get to your warm up. Here we go. You just have to laugh anymore because otherwise you'll cry. Okay. Oh, geez. This is going to move slow, slow. I'm going to have to leave my coffee shop. Sorry. So that I can actually get the warm up to load. Okay. So crazy. All right. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1. You got 2 minutes to answer the question. Okay. Time's on. 40 seconds. 10 seconds. All right, time's up. All right, so I'm just going to keep displaying my screen to you. And I want to go into Google Classroom and talk about a couple things. Okay, so yikes. We did buffalo cauliflower in class. It wasn't a big hit. The spiciness was well received. I mean, it was good, but you know, you gotta like cauliflower, and that one's kind of a hit or miss kind of thing. Some people like it, some people don't. But what I want to tell you is that I videoed myself cutting the cauliflower and dredging it. But what I forgot to do is be on camera while I was coating it with the hot sauce, honey, and and the butter. So basically, I'm just going to kind of explain what I did. So they came out of the oven, and in a saucepan, or you can do it in the microwave, either way. You melt the butter, and then you put in the hot sauce and honey and stir it up. And then you use a pastry brush, and you brush all the hot sauce on until it's gone. And then you put them back in the oven for 10 minutes. And then after the 10 minutes, you let them cool for 10 minutes, and then you serve. Okay. So that's what you didn't get to see, that I was forgetting to use the camera. So I just can't seem to get it right. But anyway, you get to see 5 minutes of the prepping, and then I think I talk about, you know, the time and how, and then what I'm going to do next. So, I mean, it's not like you just don't see it, I guess, is the part of that. Okay. So buffalo cauliflower is due today. I'm going to assign Vegetables the Unlikely Hero. It's an article you read, and there's like 4 or 5 questions. That's due Monday. So if you look at these 2 assignments, you probably want to do the buffalo cauliflower first, and then do the Unlikely Hero. And then we're going to do our notes today on selection, storage, and convenience in our vegetable notes. So pull those open. The selection, storage, the Q&A, I think there's like 3 or 4 questions. So it's not like it's, you know, going to be difficult. So just do the best you can with that. And we'll start on our notes. So that's where you need to go right now, is to your veggie notes. Looks like this. I'm kind of opening it up so you guys can follow along and grab them. But we've done forms and uses, nutrient contributions. We did principles of cookery. And now we're on to, whoopsie, I just passed it. Now we're on to selection and storage. So if you guys could get there, I'm going to go through my PowerPoint, but if you don't catch something at the end, I'll go back through and just go through each blank and just make sure you have the right information. Okay, so if you get bogged down or you can't find something, don't sit there and spin. Just wait till the end, and then I'll go back over it and make sure you guys have all the answers, okay? Okay, so here we go, if I can find it. All right, so if you have any questions, let me know. But otherwise, just kind of stick with me and we'll get through the selection and storage. Okay. So let me get there. Okay. All right. Yeah, this is great. Okay. So like I said, just kind of bear with me. If you can't keep track of the blanks, don't panic. I'll go over it at the end. So selection and buying vegetables, canned, there's going to be more water, cooked at processing time. So, you know, they're already going to be prepackaged. They're already going to have the water in it. They're going to be graded by the government, and they're going to have the brand name on the label. Okay, and this is your second bullet. So there's, I mean, in your notes, hopefully you can see the bullets, but this is the second bullet. It should say brand name and then label. for that second bullet. And again, if you are confused, just wait till the very end and I'll go over all this information. Okay, so fresh is more nutritious. It's more crisp, firm. Colors are brilliant. Soundness just means like it's supple all over. There shouldn't be any bruising. They should, you know, if it was an apple, you know, it'd be round all the way around it. And then there shouldn't be any bruising or decay or anything like that. So that's how you want to select and buy fresh. Like for when we did the guacamole, what you want to make sure when you're looking for an avocado is that it is not green. It's kind of dark colored, and it's just a little bit soft to the touch. It shouldn't be mushy. It shouldn't like really give in a lot. So, you know, when you pick avocados, make sure you pick good ones because there can be some bad ones. Okay, and the size of fresh vegetables does not necessarily influence its quality. Okay, so I know that's one of your test questions. So just remember that the size of a fresh vegetable does not necessarily influence its quality. So like the bigger it is, the better it is. That's not always true. So just keep that in mind. Like some people, you know, they just have that mentality. If it's bigger, it's better, but that's not the case when we are talking about vegetables. Okay, when you buy frozen, use the label information as your guide. You should purchase solidly frozen vegetables because once thawed, they deteriorate. Sometimes people will put frozen foods in their grocery cart and then go around the store and then, you know, change their mind and then they go back and throw them back in the freezer. And if they've melted and then refroze, then they're going to be like a clump. So like when I buy corn, let's say, in the freezer section, I like grab the bag and the bag moves, you know, because they're all individually frozen in there. But if I picked it out and it was just a big solid mass of like an ice, like a piece of ice, then that's not a good frozen food to purchase. You know, you might even want to take it up to the service counter or put it back in there because that's not going to be good. When you are freezing your own vegetables, make sure they're stored at 0 degrees Fahrenheit or below. And that one, if you want to know, that is bullet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7th bullet is 0 degrees or below. And again, if you want to wait till the end, you can. We're going to go over it anyway because my notes are a little messed up. So again, just hang tight. Okay, selection storage. For many fresh vegetables, they should be stored in the refrigerator in a specialized compartment. This is bullet number 4. So it should be fresh and specialized. Would be your 4th bullet there. And if you grabbed it, which I was not grabbing it so well, your 3rd bullet should be best guide and solidly would be your 3rd bullet. Best guide and solidly, that was back here. I forgot to talk about that. And then here is going to be fresh and specialized. But again, if I'm confusing you, don't panic. I will go over it. Okay, and then we have selection storage. So dried beans, peas, and legumes soak before cooking. Kind of softens them up a little bit, makes them easier to cook. Although convenient vegetables require less time and energy, they often cost more than a similar homemade prepared product. So this would be your very last bullet, the very last one. It should be cost more. So for example, if I go into Meijer's and they had somebody in the back cut up all the onions or cut up all green peppers or whatever and put them in like a little plastic container, they're going to cost more than just going and buying a couple green peppers and taking them home and cutting them yourself. So they do it because it's convenient. Some people will go in there and purchase those because they don't have time to cut up all those vegetables, or they don't have the desire to cut up all those vegetables, or they, you know, they're just busy. And so they prefer to just buy it pre-done, and it's going to cost more. Sometimes you can go a little cheaper if you go in the frozen food section. I know they have cut up onions, cut up green peppers, Lots of vegetables are pre-cut in there, but they're frozen. So that's the, the drawback is that it, wasn't a fresh vegetable. I mean, it was at one point, but then they froze it. So fresh is always best, and then frozen would be second. Okay, and then care and storage of vegetables. So refrigerate most vegetables. Examine them first before putting them away. Like our cilantro, when we buy it, we always put a damp paper towel with it in a Ziploc baggie because that keeps it longer in the refrigerator. So, you might want to, you could also Google, how to keep, if you have a vegetable that tends to go bad in the refrigerator, you could always Google, what to do. But another good rule of thumb is to always store produce like the store is going to display it. So like the leafy stuff is always in that section that gets hydrated. There's like a little sprinkler that sprays them. And then if you're looking for like green peppers or carrots or something like that, they don't typically get sprayed, and they're going to be prepackaged. If they're not prepackaged, then they might be in that hydrated section, but just kind of keep that in mind. Wash vegetables, but only if they're dirty. So maybe sometimes lettuce can be kind of dirty. Definitely potatoes, wash those up really well. There's usually a potato brush that you want to purchase so that you can wash those pretty good. So there's the tubers and root vegetables, always store in this is number, I thought this one was on here. Maybe not. Okay. Store in a cool, dry, dark place. Oh yeah, it is. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the fifth bullet. Cool, dark place. And then canned vegetables you want to store on your shelf, keep them at room temp, usually a year. Frozen, put them immediately in the freezer when you get home. Don't let them sit out too long because, again, you're going to have a clump of ice instead of a nice, individual vegetables that are going to be better. And then convenient vegetables have been partially or completely prepared. This is going to eliminate washing, peeling, chopping, cutting, shredding, simmering, and steaming often involved in vegetable preparation. So again, those pre-packages are kind of nice because you don't have to wash and peel and chop and cut and do all that. But then, it's nice for the cooking preparation piece of it. Okay, so now I'm going to go back and go over the bullets. Okay, so I don't have anyone wanting to choke me out because they're so confused. Okay, so I'm going to go back into your notes and I'm going to just kind of go over it quickly. So listen up if you were lost at any point in time. Okay. If I can get the computer to move for me. Okay, so freshness should be judged by crispness, color, firmness, soundness, and absence of decay and bruises. The size of fresh vegetables does not necessarily influence its quality. And if you need me to go over it again, give me a hand blurb and I will do that. Otherwise, I'm going to go on. Okay, so the next bullet, okay, I need to go over it again. So crispness, color, firmness, soundness, and absence of decay and bruises. The size of fresh vegetables does not necessarily influence its quality. And then I'm ready on the next one. If you're not ready, give me a hand blurb and I will wait. But otherwise, I'm going to go on to the next one. Okay, second bullet. I'm going to go down to the indented bullet. Canned vegetables usually carry a brand name on the label. Canned vegetables usually carry a brand name on the label. Give me a hand blurb if you need me to stop. Okay, next one is the third bullet down. Frozen vegetables may or may not be graded. The label is your best guide. to quality, consumers should purchase solidly frozen vegetables because once thawed, they deteriorate. So the first one was best quality. The second one was solidly. Give me a hand blurb if you want me to say them again. Okay, I'm going on to the next one. This is bullet number 4. Many fresh vegetables should be stored in the refrigerator in a specialized compartment. 2 words being fresh and specialized. Okay, next. Okay, this is going to be your 5th bullet. Some vegetables should be stored in a cool, dry, dark place. Prolonged or improper storage causes a loss of vitamin C, color, flavor, and texture. Okay, the blank should read cool, dry. Vitamin C, flavor, texture. Give me a hand blurb if you need them again. Okay, next one. This is bullet number 6. Okay, canned vegetables should be stored at room temperature. That is bullet number 6, room temperature. Give me a hand blurb if you need them again. Okay, the next one is frozen vegetables should be stored at 0 degrees or below. Okay, anybody need a hand blurb or need more time or need them again? Let me know. Okay, this is going to be the 7th, 8th, the 8th, yeah. 8th bullet. Okay, convenient vegetables have been partially or completely prepared. This eliminates the washing, peeling, chopping, cutting, shredding, simmering, and steaming. Okay, and then the last one is, although convenient vegetables require less time and energy, they often cost more than a similar home-prepared product. Okay, anybody need me to go over any bullets? If you need a specific bullet, you better put which bullet it is in the chat, so then I can address it. But if you don't put something in the chat, I'm going to assume you're good. Okay, the first one was color, soundness, size, and quality. I don't understand that question, Geraldine. Are you asking from the last time we had class? Okay. Yes, I can. Oopsie. All right. Principles of cooking. And you're missing the, I gotta look at it because I don't know which one that is. Okay, hold on. Anybody else missing anything before I go into my other screen so I'm not looking at the chat because I can't look at both at the same time. Okay. All right. So, oh shoot, I wanted to go into classroom. Here we go. All right. All right, Geraldine, I'm ready. I got to just pull this up so I know what you need and what I can do for you. Okay. So you need, all right. Here we go. So the amount, or sorry, there are several changes that take place when vegetables are cooked, including cellulose softening, starch becomes soluble, as well as changes in color, flavor, and dissolving nutrients. Did I hit on all the ones that you needed? Do you need bullet number 2? Okay, I can do that one too. Hang tight. So do you need bullet 2? I'll read that one too. I can figure out where I am and what I need to do here. I think I've opened this a billion times. Okay, bullet number 2. The amount of water used for cooking is also an important consideration. The B and C vitamins dissolve in water. And then I think you should be set with that. Okay. All right, so did I get everything you needed, everybody that's here? Okay, I'm gonna assume we're good. All right, so now what you need to do is, okay, I would not turn in the notes because you probably want them for your test, but if you want to turn them in, I was told that you can still view them. I just don't want you to pull them out and then forget to put them back in and then get late points. That's my only concern. So if you're not concerned with that, I'm not concerned with it, and you can turn it in if that's something you want to do. That's fine. All right, so what you need to do is go to selection and storage. Like I said, there's like 4 questions. Use your notes to answer them the best you can. And then turn those in and go into vegetables, the unlikely hero. Read that. And again, there's like 4, I think there's 4 or 5 questions. I can't remember. And then there's 4 questions about the article. So answer those and turn those in. Check on the deadlines because the storage inconvenience is due Monday and so is the unlikely hero. But your cauliflower, buffalo cauliflower, is due today. So prioritize what needs to get done. And just to reiterate for next week's schedule, Wednesday, I'm going to give you a review sheet, but it's going to be a half day. So there's only going to be 30 minutes in our class time. And then Friday will be your test, and there'll only be 30 minutes at that time as well. So just kind of keep that in mind. And then I'm going to be right here until 2:30. If you have questions, concerns, anything for the good of the order, I'm going to stay right here and be able to help you with anything that you need. So just reach out. Remember though, after the test on Friday, I will not accept anything in the vegetable unit after that date. Okay, so remember we're in 4th quarter and we really need to, work hard and not slip at the beginning because that's going to hurt us at the end. So we have to really buckle down, for at least the 6 to 7 weeks before we can even think about letting up, because if you're letting up now, it's not going to be good in the end. So that's just my little bit of parental advice to you all. Okay, so any questions, let me know. You can stay or go as long as you're using your culinary time to do your culinary stuff. Remember, even though you don't have school on Monday and Tuesday, you still should, every day at what time do we meet again? 1:30. You should be like, okay, I got to do my culinary work because that's when I should be in class anyway. Okay, so on Monday you could do your article, and you could do the questions to selection and storage because, typically that's when we would meet. So however you want to do it is fine with me. But remember, we still have 9 weeks to go, if not a little more, and you need to really sprint to the end. Don't let up. Okay. I hope y'all heard me because nobody is like church mice. Nobody. It's so quiet. I could hear a pin drop. Okay, guys. Well, that's where we are right now. So stick around if you need to, and I'll be here to help if need be. Dropping like flies. They're working on culinary. That's my only concern.